Hi Cancer, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing 24th of February. Before I start the reading, just a little pre-warning that unfortunately there's been some kind of scamming thing going on the channel. It's nothing really too much to worry about, but it's just somebody trying to flog a book, and I've noticed that they tend to put the same, it's different people, but it's the same comment. So just be aware of that. I don't honestly know what the rhyme or reason behind it is, but just to be aware. And when I see it, I've been deleting the comments anyway, so yeah, just be vigilant. Anyway, let's get on with your reading. What two energy cards do we have coming out for Cancer, please and thank you? Let's see. Cancer, your journey has been immense this year so far. Well, not this year, sorry, since I started the channel, which was back in July. I really feel like you've come through some tricky times, but I think you're on the other side, which is lovely. Come on then, please and thank you. You've got the Angel of Love. Oh, how beautiful is that? And one more, please and thank you. That's to do with not only love with the relationships, partnerships, friendships, but also self-love. And then we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Now the third chakra is your solar plexus. And this is about your drive, your determination, your tenacity to do something. Putting those together, I don't know if there's some of you it's relevant, excuse me. You're just determined to either make a relationship work, make a situation work, or there's some sort of light bulb moment that you're realizing that you perhaps need to look after yourself a little bit more and that you deserve it of it. Like I said, I really feel like you've been through a really turbulent times for some of you. Anyway, let's have a look, see what the tarot says. What shall we do? I'm going to do a crystal magic for you. So dear spirit guides and angels, please join me in this reading for Cancer and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Thank you. So what does Cancer need to focus on next week? King of Coins. Nice. King of Pentacles. Opportunity. Two of Cups. Can you believe that? Soulmate energy. Soulful. Angel of Love. Your challenge is the Four of Swords. The Chariot is coming in for you, and the Page of Coins is your advice and outcome. Now, the King of Coins, interesting that your Page of Coins is your advice and outcome. And coupled that with the King of Coins is something that's very focused on the finances next week. Something that perhaps you are feeling like you are able to do more, you're capable of doing more. There could be, if this is a work situation, some sort of promotion, interaction with management, just having a bit more recognition too. That's how that's making me feel. The King of Pentacles, he's very, as I say, he's everything about the finances, everything about the money side of things. There's no emotions attached to anything. So yeah, I think, funny enough though, with the Angel of Love, interesting. We're going to do some clarifiers anyway. Two of Cups is your opportunity. Now, the Two of Cups is a beautiful energy. This is blending two souls together. Now, again, that could be a friendship, a relationship, especially with the Angel of Love there. It could be a recognition for your soul to be fulfilled. The Four of Swords is your challenge. The Four of Swords is about rest, relaxation, and repair. So I feel like it's going to be a busy week. It's something, again, to do with combining friendships and finances. And the Four of Swords as a challenge is telling me that, yeah, there's no time to rest, or you're not wanting to rest. Perhaps you know you should, which is why we have the Angel of Love here, a bit of self-care to remind you. But yeah, there's definite feeling of you wanting to just get on with something and get it out of your hair kind of energy. The Chariot is you. It's attributed to Cancer. Lovely when you turn up in your own reading, it puts you in a position of power and strength. Now, the Chariot, as I say, is like, oh, let's just get on with it. Let me sort this out. Let me bring these two energies into alignment, because traditionally speaking, although not on this card, this is a very new deck that I have, this is a camel. This is more to do with travel also. So there's something coming in to do with travel for you next week. But also the Chariot is about getting in the driving seat, literally, and taking the bull by the horns. Page of Coins is your advice and outcome. This is about learning something, going on a course. Something to do with improving your financial situation, your time and energy also, because Pentacles, yes, traditionally they're about money and finances, but they're also about your time and energy, whatever is your coinage, I would say, and your priorities. Especially with that King of Coins, it's like, I feel like you really want to get in the driving seat and be in control of, maybe some of you are returning back to work in a position of like quite high, maybe after having a baby, or there's something. I see this is all good, all really good. And if you were, or you're going back to something that you love. Let's have a look. We're going to clarify with the Radiant Ryder Waite. Why do we have the King of Coins here, please and thank you? Why do we have the King of Coins for Cancer, please and thank you? That's clarified by the Knight of Wands. There's a definite feeling of, yeah, especially with the third chakra there, that drive and tenacity. That's what the Knight of Wands is all about. The determination to get back to a position of, I don't say power, but yep, Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords. We've got 4 clarifying that King of Coins. Now, the King of Coins has had you up at night worrying about something. Are you worrying about the finances? Have you been worrying about the finances? Because this is saying that, yeah, there is something that's really been on your mind. Are you debating going back to a position that you used to hold, either at work or even at home, being a bit more financially minded? You do have the Knight of Wands here. Now, that does tell me that you just, again, want to grab the bull by the horns and get on with it. This is your drive and tenacity, exactly the same as the third chakra. That's what the wands represent, your determination. And Knights, progress, are all about progress. There's some sort of progress to whatever you did before, you were very good at it. And I feel like there's something coming round that you feel like you need to go back to. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Now, the Queen of Cups traditionally she's just too busy looking after everybody else. She's incredibly intuitive. She's often she's attributed to Pisces. But also you, Cancer, but being a water sign. It's like, I feel like, again, especially if you've been at home looking after children, or you've been looking after somebody, and it's like, no, let's stop that now. Time to have a bit more focus on, I want to say, more of a work-led professional role. Yes, again, Nine of Swords, you're probably toying with the idea and it's keeping you up at night because you are an empath, being a water sign, and maybe that decision to put that Queen of Cups on her head, turn things around, it's like, now I've done my time, I've done it now, is keeping you up at night. Seven of Wands, they're just reminding you to stick to your guns though. Hold your ground. Look, rise, be determined again. There could be all these ones here that are trying to knock him off, if you like, his altar there, or his higher ground. But I just think that's you internally making things feel like, oh, I might feel guilty if I don't look after. Maybe this is a mother that some of you are looking after, or a family member. As I say, it might not be children. It's something that you're wanting to stop looking after and returning to what you used to do to get back to being you. Or there's some sort of consideration for this next week. The Two of Cups is your opportunity. So it is as though you recognize that your soul needs a little bit more fulfillment, that you need to blend with people who are on the same page as you. Cups are our emotions and our relationships. Again, if you worked in a team that were just lovely and you just felt like you were all on the same page, it's like an opportunity to revisit that. Let's have a look. Two of Cups. Thank you. Why are you here for Cancer? Thank you. You've got 4 out again. That's bizarre. Two of Wands, Page of Cups, 5 of Swords, King of Swords. Two of Wands does tell me, look, you are considering doing something else, broaden your horizons. You know that you've probably been in the comfort of your own home, in your own securities for a bit too long. And now it is time to venture out. You've got the Page of Cups. You are probably one of the most creative signs. And this is all about your creativity and going back to being creative and having that lovely sense of just dreaminess without any hassle. That's what your soul, I believe, that's what you need to feed your soul at the moment. You've got the 5 of Swords. Yeah, you're walking away from people that perhaps also just push your buttons. You recognizing that. Again, if you are looking after somebody, and it is hard work, especially if you have a great responsibility over them, you have got to know when the time is right to say, no, actually, it's a little bit of me time. Not forever, maybe just for next week. And then you've got the King of Swords. They're saying, yes, Cancer, you need to look at the situation in order to get this Two of Cups in a very logical manner. If you have to, write it down, put the pros and cons of the decision down on paper. But the King of Swords is somebody who can make decisions without bringing any emotion into it. They are very wise decisions, and they're based on fact as opposed to emotion. The 4 of Swords is your challenge. Lack of sleep, which already the 9 of Swords is up there that tells me that. You're clarifying the 4 of Swords as a challenge with the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, you've turned up twice now in your reading. This is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot in this deck, as you can see, there's black and white either side here. So it's like you are facing some sort of adversities, but I believe it's only in your mind. I believe it's because you feel that, because it's hard to let go of responsibility, especially if they're relying on you. So with that 4 of Swords, it's like you are itching to take control of a situation, but knowing that, I've perhaps you're not feeling energized enough to do so, but you know that it's got to come into alignment. You've got the Queen of Pentacles also as a challenge. Now, the Queen of Pentacles as a challenge is just maybe somebody around you isn't being particularly resourceful too. Because the Queen of Pentacles is again, really nurturing. She's so generous with her money, her time, and her energy. It's like you've got none left to give either. until I believe you have that ta-da moment to realise there's some sort of realisation. But I think you know this and you're struggling to justify it, because the Page of Swords brings in new ideas, very curious, but it's like you're putting your own block on this. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Eight of Swords, because I do feel like you are perhaps, you make your mind up about something and then you undo that idea by putting things in the way that aren't really there. But it's only because you're caring about others. This is a very caring energy. The Page of Swords as a challenge can also be somebody who can be quite cutting with their words. So there could be somebody around you that, you know, is not making you feel very comfortable about what you want to do. The Chariot is coming in though. It's like, well, I'm doing it anyway. My goodness, you've got 2 out of 3 all at once. They're coming out all at once for you. So, a High Priestess. I said to you, didn't I? I know that you know that what you should be doing. The High Priestess is very intuitive. She does not need to have any outside influences. She just trusts how she feels. She trusts the situation. And it's like, you know, again, with that third chakra, you know, in your belly, if you like, you've got this urge to move forward, to take the reins, even to travel. As I say, I'm very drawn to that camel and the travel aspect of this. You've got the 5 of Cups. This is about loss, regret, and disappointment, but it's also the card to say, yes, and I said, Cancer, I really believe that you have been through some really turbulent times, but it is time to focus on what is still going well for you here. And I think that's your determination. There's a switch going on for you next week. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is a card of long-term plans, feeling secure, grounded, family, money. It's like a massive determination, and like I say, a bit of a ta-da moment. And then we have the Page of Coins, which really makes me feel that some of you are going to get an offer of something to go back to relearn again, to go back to an old job, to go back to how you used to feel even. But look at something that you can learn about. Like you want to do, for instance, you know, if you have been at home and been a brilliant mum and, you know, you've given your all, now it's time for you to go and back to college even. You know, go back to something to do what you want to do. Let's see. I mean, I'm really surprised we didn't have the Judgment card out also here. But anyway, let's see. Page of Coins, why are you here? Please and thank you for Cancer. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That's interesting against the Page of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. And last one, please and thank you for Cancer to finish. Thank you. 3 of Cups. Well, I love to see the 3 of Cups for you, Cancer. That is about you getting out and having a good time. Celebration. There is reason to celebrate here. It's like people around you can see this switch too. Maybe some of you are going to learn about networking. Working as a team with somebody. I don't know why you've got the Ace of Pentacles in reverse though. This is saying, maybe, yeah, it's not new. That's why. You're going back to it. Aces are new opportunities. This is something you're returning to. And then you've got the Queen of Swords. As an advice card, it's saying, be assertive. Make your mind up over something and stick to it. I also feel this is very I was going to say solicitor energy for some reason. I know some of you are going studying something to do with law. I don't know why I think that. Maybe some of you do have that Queen of Swords around you who's just going to pinpoint it out to you that, come on, if you want to go back to it, then you make that decision to cut off what you're doing already and think of yourself for once. Interesting. What are you going back to? Anyway, let's finish on Wisdom of the Oracle, just as my dog comes bounding in. Hello, darling. Be a good girl. Yeah. Out she goes. She just wants to say hello to you, Cancer. Oh, bless her. Right. What other messages are here? Please and thank you for Cancer. You've even got 2 Oracle cards out, where everybody else gets 1. You've got Truth Be Told, and you've got By the Book. Very interesting cards. Truth Be Told. Look at the elephants. By the Book. You know what I just got in my head? If you're very spiritual, sometimes we ask for signs. And we can make, when we feel like we have somebody around us, but our ego then kicks in. Sorry, I'm going off on a complete tangent here. And then you think, right, okay, ask for a sign then to see if it was them coming into you. And a few days ago, I thought about somebody and I said, right, okay, show me elephants then. The secret behind it is that you must forget about it. Don't go looking for them. So I feel like for some of you, you've asked for elephants. Anyway, that's not the true meaning of that card, but I am going to have a little flick on those cards. Truth be told is realizing the actual situation, isn't it? I mean, the Queen of Swords gets to the bottom of the truth, and the King of Swords makes those decisions with her. Let's have a look. 14, Truth Be Told. Why do we have you here for Cancer? So, truth be told, there is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. Okay, so this is not a time for debate about which is truth and which is truer. This is a time you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication. Wow, that is why the Queen of Swords is here. You've got to be honest and open. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion. This will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. And then 14 is this lovely elephant card. No, 11 is the elephant card. Of course it is. The universe works with a structure of divine laws and principles that provides a framework. This is about framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, karma, attraction, compensation, and thought and nature are only a few that are known. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and to conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony. That's very deep, Cancer. So I hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was an incredible reading. I think the gist of this reading is you need to get back to something that you used to do for your own benefit, for your soul. Something needs to now, you've moved on and you're able now to fulfill that. I think there's a yearning for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, Cancer, and I'll catch up with you later.